Hello everyone, Logan from Curated Avalon, and today is December 10th, which means it is the 10th day of Diamine Inkvent. So we're going to be down here in the corner. Velvet Emerald, and this is going to be a standard ink. So we have the onion skin paper notepad and the Tomoe River notebook, and Velvet Emerald. I'm hoping this is going to be as gorgeous as it sounds. Get started with a spatter on both papers. Looks like a very pretty green that leans towards teal a little bit. Kind of peacock. And today's fountain pen is going to be a Pilot Vanishing point. This is the stripes. It will be a rhodium plated gold nib as well as a rhodium plated pen. And this one I can actually just stick right in the bottle. So when you're putting a vanishing point together, you want to look for that little nub there on the nib section. It slides right there. Everything should fit together well. And with a vanishing point, it's just a click to get it to open and close. Very convenient. So this is Diamine Inkvent 2023. And we are already on day 10. Velvet Emerald. This is so pretty. I can't wait to see how this dries, but this is gorgeous. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Robin Hood green. If you mixed peacock and Robin Hood green, I guess you'd get emerald. So there you go. And as per usual, the ink spreads a little bit more on the onion skin paper than on the Tomoe River paper. And even though this is a medium nib, for whatever reason it writes closer to a broad. Pilot Vanishing point, medium nib. I lost my lighting there for a second. It is a dreary day today, so I'm having to use some lamps. I found that to really show off a fountain pen ink, well, you really need yellow light as opposed to blue. Well, I'm loving this color ink so far. I think that is quite stunning. I'm going to leave it to dry for a little bit. I'm going to run around the house and see if I can find any objects to contrast or maybe match up with this ink color. So here are a few objects to compare this ink to. This is definitely more blue, leaning towards green. It's looking a little closer in person than I think it is on the camera. This is actually a bookmark from a Brandon Sanderson book. I have a mermaid scale box. Definitely picking up on some of that teal. Not so much over here. Okay. I have a Peter Pan book, and in person, this color is dead on to this cover. So I think that's kind of crazy. Flip it over, maybe you can see a little bit more of it. But it's not picking up. See, this still looks more green to me. It's kind of bizarre. This one with some different tones in there. Kind of have that gradient look. And last, try to get some of that shadow to go away. So yeah, it looks like the Odyssey and the Peter Pan book were pretty close. The Returning was showing kind of that gradient difference between the different paper colors. It's amazing to me just how much paper consistency and color can change the way an ink looks. I'm just going to give this a few more minutes to dry and I'll come back to it. It looks like the ink is mostly dry. Still getting a really beautiful emerald color on this natural colored paper. A red sheening is so stunning. And then it's like a complete contrast to the more teal look, even on the same paper. I feel like even this looks a little bit more teal over here, and this looks a little bit more dark green. If it was just in my fountain pen, I'd go, oh, well, maybe there was some leftover ink, but that was a spatter, and then this was written with. So it must be that sheening, just getting a little bit more in some areas than others. Said it was a standard ink. I thought I wasn't expecting. Yeah, standard. Wasn't expecting sheening, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that there. Still a little wet where it's dry. That's beautiful. Coming up a little bit more blue on the white paper. It would not hurt my feelings in the least to have a full bottle of that ink. That is absolutely gorgeous. So I would love to know, what is your favorite ink to date? I know it seems to be kind of, I think we had the Moonbeam and the Nightfall seems to be people's favorites. Has this made the list? I'd love to know. Velvet Emerald, Day 10. Thank you so much for watching.